Welcome. Today we are going to discuss what role Indian women are playing in the innovation and the entrepreneurship field. Recently, we celebrated Innovation Day, and also this year theme is Women Entrepreneurship and Innovation. This is about me. So, what is the value of a tangible and intangible properties? Okay, tangible properties are like land, building, car, bank balance, those kind of assets. Whereas intangible one is related to creation of mind. Okay, there suppose trademark is there. Trademark is an intangible asset. A patent is an intangible asset. So intellectual property is an intangible asset. So any company valuation may, what is the percentage of a tangible? Tangible means that's building, land and all that. And what is related to intellectual property? So it is very fascinating to know that intangible property has a lot of value than the tangible property. Suppose if you take Apple and all, you select all the buildings and their furniture and their cars, hardly even 10% of money that is they get. But the brand Apple has a lot of value. So I try to list top companies in the world in the year 2020, January, April and September. So we took over a period of say 9 months. Okay. So what is the valuation of the Apple in the 2020 January? It is US billions. 1 billion is 8,000 crores. 1 billion US dollars means 8,000 crores. Apple has a very huge 1124 US billion dollars. That is the valuation in January. April, there is because of meltdown and some other issues, the price has come down. But again, if you see in September, it has risen sharply to 2151. Okay. Brand value of Apple alone, in that only just brand value of Apple, if it is sold, you'll get at least 141 US billion dollars. Huge brand value. Rest is unknown value, means 2151 minus 141 means their patents, their all other intellectual values and other things. Similarly, you take Amazon. Amazon also, they are having a brand value of 226. Intellectual capital, intangible value of 1694 is the total intangible, their software, their what is created out of intellectual mind. The assets of Amazon is 1694 US billion dollars. So all these top companies, if you see, they have huge amount of intangible assets. As I mentioned earlier, 1 billion US dollar approximately equal to 8,000 crores Indian rupees. Okay. Intangible properties make patent plays very important role. So let us see the statistics in India. In the year 2020-22, the total number of patents filed in India is 72,029. Around 70,000 plus patents were filed. Okay. Out of which, Indians filed only 13,000 patents. But who filed the rest? So foreign nationals has filed nearly more than 55-60,000 patents. Means foreign nationals found there is a huge market for their products and services in India. So they want to protect their intellectual property. So they filed patent application in India to get patent rights in India. So it means big market potential is there for the products, foreign products in India. We have a huge population. We and China are almost same. India just crossed China population maybe during the last month or so. We are close to 140 crores population. Okay. China also same till maybe last month. Now India slightly more than China. Just look at the number of patents filed in China. They filed a staggering 5.3 lakhs. Almost 8 to 9 times India filed. Even though both are population-wise same, China filed almost nearly 8 to 9 times more patents than India, because they knew there is a lot of support from the government system as well. But the general awareness is very high. India also has a lot of nowadays coming from the government support. They reduced the filing fee for the startups, and they were giving if the at least one inventory is women, the expedition examination fee is 0. So a lot of benefits India also started giving. But nevertheless, I find the reason that China has a lot of awareness about the IP rights. So China has filed nearly 8 to 9 times our Indian number of filings. You see USA has just 1/3 of the Indian population, but they filed 6 times or 5 times what India has filed. So they knew what is the value of IP, what is the value of patent. Japan is a tiny country. Maybe it is the size of Andhra plus Telangana. But they filed nearly 3 times what India has filed. India, how many patents are filed? If you see only Indians how many filed, it is much less. So then we are looking at how many patents were granted in 2022. They granted nearly 30,000 plus. But there is no relation between what is filed and granted in the same year, because the applications that are filed in the 2019, 20 and 21 also could be granted in 22. Because normally from application to grant, it generally takes 2 to 3 years time in a time span to get a patent in India. Average I'm talking about. Okay. Let us see what is the current business scenario for women in India. Worldwide, if you see first, there are nearly 126 million women have their own business across the globe. That is, 126 million means 12.6 crores. Women have their own business. Okay. So, considering the global population of 600 to 700 crores, 12 crores is hardly 2%. Right? That many 2 crore, 2% of the total population, women had a woman as a head of that business. They were the women own this business. According to National Sample Survey, only 14% of the businesses in India are run by women entrepreneurs. Okay. And nearly 73% are reported. So nearly 3/4 of them are small businesses. Even though we are saying 14% of the business in India are owned by women, but nearly 73% of it, the lion's share of it is having approximately 10 lakhs is the approximate revenue per year. So many other small businesses, women own businesses, but there are very small businesses. Majority of them, 73% of them own small businesses under 10 lakhs. So roughly 71% of Indian female entrepreneurs employed. How many people they are employing? The size of the organization, how to judge? One is, what is their annual revenues? Annual revenues are 10 lakhs or less. 73% of this total businesses run by women. And they employ how many people? That is also one more yardstick. They found to be employing only 4 to 5 people or less. All this 73% businesses that women run. So it is not very encouraging to look at the statistics. But I am happy that things are improving, and that too very fast things are changing. In the subsequent slides will showcase how women entrepreneurs are excelled in their field and developed unicorns. I will come back to what is unicorn. In 2019, women are named on only 13.2% of all patent applications. So, as as it is the number of business owners in India are less 14%, how many patents does Indian females, women were filing in India? Only 13% of the patent applications were filed by women in India. So rest nearly 85% plus are filed by men. I am talking about at least one candidate in a patent application. The application can have 2-3 applicants, but at least we considered those applications, at least one of them is woman. That figure you take, just 13.2% of the all patent applications are having at least one woman as a applicant in the patent. But 13% is far better than 2%. In the year 1970, where the Patent Act is first time introduced in India after we won the freedom. So 1970, in which the Patent Act was passed, that year how many applications where women is at least one patent applicant is only 2%. So 2 to 13%. We have made good progress, but it is not sufficient, I can say. But situation is fast improving, and very good it is improving. As of 2022, we have total number of unicorns in India, 115. What is unicorn? Unicorn is a company whose market valuation is more than 8,000 crores Indian rupees or $1 billion US. If any company whose market valuation is more than $1 billion US or 8,000 crores in Indian rupee, so if you compare, is called a unicorn. How many unicorns are there in India? As of 2022, we have 115 unicorns, more than 100. And what is this combined value? As we defined, unicorn must have at least 1 billion. So 115 unicorns will supposed to have minimum of 115 billion US. But if you see actual figure, there are the 115 unicorns have total combined value, market valuation of 350 crores. Means each unicorn is like 3.5 billion US on an average. Okay. Now India ranks only third in the total global scenario. US has highest number of unicorns, 661 unicorns, huge number of unicorns. Next best is China. China has 300 plus unicorns. But next only India, 115. All other Japan, China, not China, Japan, Germany, and all advanced countries, UK, all are less than 100 unicorns. So that way India is fast catching up. But there is a long way to reach equal to US or China. That is a long target, but the rate is very impressive. So in one single year alone, in 2022, 24 number of Indian startups became unicorns. Okay. In one single year, 24 number of unicorns are added to the list. So that's why it became 115. Earlier it is something close to 80-90 unicorns. So there is one more parameter, how we are faring with respect to innovation. Okay. India has innovation index of 40 among 130 people. How innovative is India? If you see that figure, we are at a ranking of 40 out of 132 countries. Okay. Then next one. By the year, it is expected that by the year 2025, the Indian startup ecosystem expected to have 37,000 tech startups. Tech startups means startups which technology is the basis for business. They use some kind of advanced technology to start the business. They are tech startups. We are going to have 37,000 tech startups by 2025. So 2 years. Okay. And we are expected to have 100 to 200, 180 to 200. So around 200 unicorns will have. We have so far 115 unicorns as on 22. In just 3 years time, we are going to add another 75 to 80 unicorns. So we may reach figure of 180 to 200 in between. And which they will have a cumulative valuation of, now it is current valuation of all unicorns India is 350 crores. In 2 years time it is going to double. they are going to reach a figure of 600 to 700 US billion dollars. That much is the valuation they are going to get. Then the next parameter is GDP. India is currently 5th largest economy in the world. Okay, and we are eyeing the number 3 spot, just behind USA and China. So in that process, we are going to overtake Germany and Japan. There are at 4 and 5 places. So we are going to overtake them. So India will become 3 and pushing Japan and Germany to maybe 4 and 5 places by the time 2025. This is the target, and everybody expects that we will complete this target. We have a huge manpower. Nearly 15 lakh tech graduates are passing out every year from so many tech colleges all over India. Okay, the situation is improving, and it is expected that at least 3% of them will become entrepreneurs. So they will create these startups, they will create this wealth, they will improve the GDP. So we have a lot of hopes on this 3% of the graduates who are passing out and turning themselves to entrepreneurs. Okay, there is a graphic here. So it is showing expected what is the GDP of countries in 2030, another 7 years. China is way ahead. It is likely to reach number 1 position with a GDP in US billions, 31,000. Then of course United States. Now actually United States is in the higher rank, but China is going to overtake United States by 2030. Then see, look at number 3, USA. After China and USA, India is going to have a number 3 position in terms of GDP with 7972, means 8,000 billion dollars GDP we are going to have. So the tech startups highly depends on the innovations to progress their business enterprise. Since they are tech enterprises, some technology advancements they will always eyeing. So that advance in technology we can measure in terms of how many patents filings happening or how many patents were granted to these tech companies. So if you see the statistics, 7 top 10 offices received most patent applications in 2021 than the 2020. China received a staggering 15 lakhs applications. Okay, then US, then Japan, then Korea, then India is at I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 6th position. So we have received in 22 around 61,000 applications, but it is higher by 8.5% compared to last year. So all if you ignore first 5, all rest were less than 50,000. Germany, Canada, Australia, even though they are advanced technology wise countries, Russia, but our number of patent filings are more in India. Only US, Japan and Korea, China and European Patent Office, these only above us. Okay. Who has filed maximum number of patents among women? So this Lisa Siakat, she filed over 400 patents in her name. And she actually develops most of the wearable devices and mobile security. So she has filed over 400. Very inspiring. If you see the global share, the picture shows in global share of this number of patents filed by women. Cuban women filed most number of patents, then Philippines, then Portugal, then Romania. US is at 16%. India is not to be seen in the picture. In Japan, at least 10% of the women filed the patents. Can you recognize her? Who is she? She has a very inspiring story. She is none other than Mrs. Malavika Hegde. She inherited her business in a tragic circumstances. His husband committed suicide. His name is Siddharth. He is heading the coffee day. He committed suicide by jumping from a bridge due to huge debt. When he died in 2019, Coffee Day has a debt of 7,000 crores debt. So she could not manage the debt, and a lot of pressure from the banks and other lenders. So he committed suicide. Very tragic circumstances. She has to overcome the grief of death of his her husband, and also she has to manage a company which is having a huge debt burden of 7,000 crores. Everybody written off. It can never come off. Coffee Day cannot again become good. But to everybody's surprise, she proved that she can turn around. That too very fast in less than 2 years. She took the mantle from on his husband's death in the year 2019. That time the company's debt was 7,000 crores. In just 2 years, the debt burden was reduced to 1731 crores. Very 7,000, very 1,700. So almost she cleared more than 3/4 of the debt. So by 2020, just sharp 2 years. That too, what is that period? 19 to 21 is a peak period in Corona. Many businesses were shut down. Even despite this Corona and huge impact on the economy, she could turn around this company and make a marker. So she proved woman is no less in any field compared to men. So hats off to Malavika, and we all get inspired by your deeds. So seeing other unicorns, we can get lot of inspiration. There are 15, 16 unicorns. Each made their mark in their product. The first one in this is this lady in the picture is Priyanka Gill. She started her company My Glam. It is part of now Good Glam Group. She founded this company, small beginning in 2014. She attained the unicorn status, means market values of this company today stands at 1.2 billion, means nearly it is 10,000 crores Indian rupees. The next company which we are going to discuss is she out of her necessity, she and her husband were trying to have some kind of a skincare products for their own kid. So they found a lot of skincare products are having chemicals. So this group out of necessity, they created the products which are having less chemicals. It has become a market hit instantly. So they started this company in 2021 and reached unicorn status in 21. This is now part of that earlier said Good Glam Group. She is Naya Sagi. Earlier she had grew and two startups, Baby Chakra and My Glam. Now both were part of Good Glam Group. The third startup, Naikia, it was funded by Falguni Nair. She funded this company in year 2012 and attained unicorn status in 20. Just now see what is the value. The unicorn status she attained in just 2020. By now 2023, we are just started to 23, maybe I think we are 5 months. So in just 2 years plus, the market valuation reached from 1 billion to 12 billion. Each billion US dollars means 8,000 crores Indian rupees. So this company attained huge market valuation. 12.86 billion US dollars. This company, like, yeah, hats off. So fast rising. I think only Byju's is slightly more than this. The success story, if you see, this unicorn has huge success. Then we look at the Upasana Thakur. She started her company in 2009. She is into MobiKwik, means payment gateways. She, in the sharp 10 years, market value of her company reached 8,000 crores Indian rupees, or 1 billion US dollars. Now also it is further growing. This value of 2021 1 plus billion, now it would have reached much higher. I don't have that value here. So this is a MobiKwik. This is a kind of a payment gateway, technology based financial services. So huge success. Then the famous Divya Gokulnath and her husband, they started Byju's. They started the company in 2011, but it is not caught up the imagination of people until I think when the corona or that kind of a health emergency occurred. Students cannot go to schools or colleges, but learning should not stop. So this lot of content, online education content, this Byju's has, which students can easily understand, and so the market valuation reached staggering 80 billion during this corona period. Okay, they attained 1 billion US dollar status in 18. By the time 2023, the market valuation reached 18 billion. Maybe this is the highest unicorn company in India with the highest market valuation. And Divya Gokulnath played a very key role. She is the teacher. She is actually responsible for developing the content. The education side content is everything. The financial aspects, marketing and all would have taken care by her husband. This is a huge success. Hats off to them. So again, next unicorn is also a skincare products. This is Ghazal Alag. She started a brand called Mama Earth. Means they develop skincare and beauty products which are less harm to the environment. That is the meaning. Mama Earth means the earth-friendly products they develop. So they started in 2016. Actually, this company also out of necessity for their child to use some of these beauty products and healthcare products. They didn't find many. They found at that time all the products having a lot of chemicals. So they want to develop friendly products, less chemicals, to natural products for skincare and health. Huge success. By the time 2022, they acquired a 1.2 billion status, means which is 8,000 crores from very small beginning in 2016 in sharp 6 years. There is another company like MobiKwik, Hasura. This is a IT services company. Okay, this founded in 17. In 5 years, it reached a unicorn status. Unicorn means, as I explained, it's 8,000 crores Indian rupees market valuation. Okay, Hasura. Then next in the queue is, it is actually male dominated industry. Logistics and cargo never been a industry which is dominated by women. This is a male dominated industry. She entered the male Boston industry and became unicorn in short 5 years. Ghazal Carla, her name. Incidentally, her husband also on the separate unicorn is there. He has also became unicorn. He is into supplying raw materials to the people. Actually, she became unicorn first in 2019. after 1 year, later 1 year only, her husband became unicorn. So hats off, Carla, and your success in inspiring to all our budding women entrepreneurs in India. Then again, healthcare. You see, healthcare is playing a prominent role in wealth creation in India. They are exporting to a lot of countries. This Pristine Care exports a lot of their product. In just 3 years, they became unicorn. 18 they started, and 21 they became 8,000 crores company. A lot of exports and a lot of revenue they were earning for the country. She is Garima Savani. Preston Care. This is off business. This off business is started in 16, and they were supplying raw materials. This is her husband also, of course, is a partner. So this company has become unicorn in 2022. It was founded in 16 by her and her husband, and it became unicorn in 22. So we have seen many healthcare, skincare, IT services, logistics. Then this is now turn for edutech companies like Baizu. We have already had Baizu. This is another edutech company. This also achieved unicorn in 10 years time. It took longer, slightly longer, but 10 years में unicorn बनना इतना आसान नहीं है. Very good achievement, I can say. So it's called Lead. This is an edutech company. So many inspiring unicorns, some 15, 16 unicorns. We studied details about them, and each of them have their own story of inspiring. They faced so many hurdles in their path to become unicorn. There is a discrimination in the society for any woman running the business. She must be double good to challenge the already established companies in that field, which are probably dominated by men over years. But these people, these women has time and again proved that there are no less than their male counterparts, and even better. So all inspiring stories. So I wish all our women entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs from our IARE to get inspiration from these stories and became one unicorn themselves. I wish it is not very a long time before we'll have few unicorns, women entrepreneurs from IARE. So this is data analytics. Now data analytics are gaining a lot of momentum. A lot of wealth is created by this. She started her company Sigma. She started her company in 2004, and it attained a unicorn status in 2016. So she is into data analytics. So she created wealth for a lot of other businesses. She supported how to grow their businesses, and in the process she also has become unicorn. 1.5 billion US dollars in 2018 means around 12,000 crores Indian rupees. Her market valuation, her company market valuation. So, and it's very promising field. A lot of I could see a lot of students are pursuing their career in data analytics. So, a lot of success is waiting for them to happen. Thank you, and I hope you all got inspired by the stories from the Indian women who has proved as a business entrepreneurs and achieved unicorn status. I'm not here saying unicorn is the only success, but just it is easy to showcase them because they were in the news and they were visibility. Their market value means it's measurable. That's why we took the stories. But there are other women entrepreneurs, even though they are not unicorns, they too succeeded in many business entrepreneurs. So, for example, we have our own Hyderabad. We have that Apollo Hospitals is run by an woman entrepreneur, and we have also the code medicine developed by one leading woman entrepreneur. So we have many success stories belongs to Hyderabad also. So I wish this numbers is going to go up, and in the wealth creation to India, women is definitely going to have, no doubt, going to play very great role. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.